I'm Will, he, him, and I play Moxie, she, her.
I'm Sarah, she, her, and I play Freya, she, her.
I'm Steve, he, him, and I play Aura, he, him.
I'm Imi, she, her, and I play Amaya, she, her.
I'm Mike, he, him, and I'm playing Eugene Bannatyne, he, him.
I'm Ruthie, she, they, and I play Sentinel/Jax, they, them.
I'm Charlie, he, him, and I'm your DM.
So, you guys, first of all, two of us have been struck down with illness/sickness. Mike is unfortunately not here, and I am here, but not well.
Here in body, but not mind.
Yeah, as you can hear. So we wish Mike the best, and we will crack on without, and hopefully I don't cough or sound too bad. So, you guys finally left Ilram. No. Finally left Talbennery. And you hit the road on the way to Sehira. So things that were going on were that you know you have to eventually go and find this shard, or at least you that was one of the things you know that Xethir is after, is this piece of terror that you are aware is in the Verdant Range off to the east. And through the curator's network, you found out that job itself looks like it's been put out to kind of market by someone in the Apatheos, which is the magical arm of kind of the justice in the Empire. And you have been given a single knock on the door of the curator, so you can visit if you wish once. I think that the purpose that you guys decided to do that was to decide if you wanted to claim that job or not, because you know that you would have to be chaperoned with someone, and there's a risk involved with obviously getting the job in person. Anyway, so you headed north to Talbennery, which is the first stop on the way to Sehira. You couldn't get a phaeton, which is one of these sigilism like artifice carriages. They're big coaches and they go super fast and they're massive. You couldn't get one, so you had to get a standard carriage because there was something going on the roads, and you found out halfway up that there was potentially some kind of bandits going on, and you were stopped by an Apatheos Keeper who turns out was a turncoat, and he was going to rob you and then realised that you guys were far too hard for that. So he immediately backed off, but not before a dweller of the Burrowings erupted from the forest and attacked the bandits group, and then attacked you. And it was a pretty brutal fight. The creature kept healing whenever it would go into the darkness, and then at one point it seemed to completely heal itself and take Moxie away, and you quickly realised that there was actually two of them. But Moxie evaded with Misty Step, made her way back to the group, and you eventually you killed one and banished the other back to the Burrowings. And you then recovered. You made your way to the last inn on the way to Talbennery, where you had a tap at the window in the middle of the night, not before Moxie attempted to meet again with Zapes, who is the mysterious necromancer, kind of patron / mentor, and he kind of treated Moxie a little bit like a kid, which didn't go down well. But Aura arrived in the form of an owl with Cornelius.
Who Aura? Form of an owl.
And he... Nice, very, very nice. Kudos. And he had a tale to tell of his time at the Edge, and he told you guys all about it, about going down there, about going into the Edge, and Enthor, his experience in Enthor's sort of nodule domain within the Edge itself, and then Enthor teleported him as close to the crew as he could, and you slept well. And then you finally made your way to Talbennery. The last day of the trip went smoothly, and you met the, how would you describe him? Divisive figure of Dom, who was in...
Divisive Dom.
It was in a tavern called the Broken Wheel after much debate on which tavern to go to. He was in the Broken Wheel, and you walked in on him having I was going to say having a fight, but he was having the shit beaten out of him by a reedy orc, which you realise was a goblin, and he sucker punched Dom and sort of threw some coins at the owner. Said a few choice words and left, and then you guys were left drinking with Dom.
I'm sorry, who sucker punched Dom?
Oh yeah. Also, Sentinel absolutely sucker punched Dom. So yeah, very true and rightfully deserved. And after the melee, you guys sat down and he told you some of why he was there. Partly in search of a subterranean kind of teleportation or gateway system that he was made aware of from his grandpappy, and the other part was to just get out of Dustmere, which I'm sure Moxie and Sentinel can understand. So that is where we'll pick up. You are in the Broken Wheel. It is the evening. The rowdiness has somewhat calmed down. Dom is still pretty drunk, and worse for wear, he's starting to swell up.
Dom is beautiful.
Yeah, his handsome features swelling slightly, but he's still got those. You can see one of the piercing blue eyes. The other one's closing up from the swelling.
You look rough, by the way.
Oh, but even my rough isn't as bad as some others, you know. So.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah, you look like shit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want I can cool a rag for you or something? Do you want that?
Yeah, that would be nice actually.
Yeah, prestidigitation. Yeah, give him a.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. Yeah.
Just hold it to his face.
Any help with any other swelling? Let me know.
Sweet. Play that back. Play that back in your head. Play that back in your head.
Oh, gads.
Keep the rags coming.
No. Absolutely not.
So awful.
Right, then.
Yeah, I just go get beat. I'm very, very red and just sort of like hide into myself for a bit.
You guys related to Dom?
No.
Okay.
God,
Not by blood.
that's a bit racist actually.
Yeah, was that Freya or Sehira?
No. Right, so the round's on you then. Off you pop.
I can give you money if you go get it.
Money, please.
He just gives you his purse.
Sweet. How much is in the purse? I'm not going to rob him. I just want to know how much.
Not as much as you would expect from him. There's probably about 50 gold in change.
In change. Not a check in there.
No.
20p's.
Right, what do we want?
Oh, just get a bottle for the table.
Of what?
Whiskey.
Of course. I had to check it wasn't wine. Anyone want anything
Fair
else?
Nah.
Right, 1 bottle of whiskey, please.
Yeah, we got.
Or steal a bottle of something.
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah, the guy's back now.
Yeah, he came back and he just shooed me off, and I just carried on with just walked
From
off with the
Aura's
bottle.
most noble work.
I just walked behind the bar.
Just like a lost old man, like this is where I belong.
Right, get out. Go back to your table. What was that, darling?
We can't get thrown out of this.
Bottle of whiskey, please.
Yeah, do you want the good stuff or the rough stuff?
Good stuff. How much is the good stuff?
It's gold.
Well, yeah, fine.
Still bad.
I thought I'm haggling, actually. No.
There you go.
No, it's because the last time I was like, oh, I'll have good stuff. And Charlie was like, it's 200 gold. And I was like, when we were still in Gloucester, and I was like,
Yeah, my bad. So yeah, he hands over the bottle. It's not great, but it's better than what you assume the bad stuff is.
Yep.
You guys eating?
Have we eaten yet? No.
What's on the menu?
Yeah. What have you got?
I thought Maya went to the kitchen.
Yes, I believe you tried.
Did I get kicked out?
Yes. You start, I think, because it was empty when there was the fight going on, and as everyone returned back. Do you want to do that? So you're in the back of the kitchen, and they're like, Oh, excuse me. The one cook who's a reedy human guy.
What's so reedy in this town?
That's my word of the day. The landlord is a round orc.
Is he not reedy either?
Is he not a really round
No,
orc?
he's not really round. He's just round. But you see this this skinny human guy. Excuse me, you can't be in here.
Oh, I'm the new temporary chef.
Roll a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
What did I say? Persuasion, deception. Sorry. You're gonna have to keep me on my toes today.
Are you sure you don't want me to do persuasion?
I'm sure.
Athletics.
That is a 9.
What you trying to play here? What's the play?
It's not a play. I want to cook good food, and there was no one in here, so I have a problem.
Well, you can help me cook.
Addicted to good food.
Okay,
All right. Can you chop those potatoes?
sure.
All right.
But I'm going to chop them my way. I say that in my head. I don't say that out loud.
About that big.
Okay. What are we making, by the way?
Soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Potatoes.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably
Smoked
the right
fish.
size for. Oh, are we doing chowder?
I don't
Like a
know
Cullen
what that is.
skink.
A what?
Cullen skink.
Where are you from?
Oh wait.
Doesn't sound like a word I know. Cullen skink. Sounds bloody horrible.
Well, it's a smoked fish and potato soup.
Oh,
which
right,
is-
yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
mean.
Okay.
Okay, so you guys get some, after a little while, bowls of the Cullen skink, like thick soup.
With a cheddar cheese toasty.
I've actually never heard that
Toasty.
word before. I feel very cultured.
It's Scottish.
It's a Scottish soup.
Yeah.
Is that Dom's treat as well?
Everything's Dom's treat. Come on, man. He gave
Yeah,
me his
he's-
purse. He's not gonna miss it.
His lips all swollen, he's like dribbling a bit. He's like,
Mate, that's what yourself
fucking
out.
hell. Yeah.
The table manners are more unattractive than the swollen eye right now.
So, what are you, you're an interesting looking bunch.
Sorry, who's speaking right now?
Sorry, it's I'm not with it. That's Dom. Soup.
His tongue's a little bit burnt.
Oh, it's so hot.
Soup was?
Okay.
You seem surprised. You don't seem surprised that we're alive.
Well, I mean, I never doubted you. I mean, I won't lie, for a moment I was like, holy shit, what has Royce done? And then, Kazara talked me down somewhat, but she was also a little worried, tad.
Not like her. She's fine.
But no, I figured, what can I do about it other than the little bit of looking that I did?
How little did you just look under your bed and we were there and that was it?
Well,
Not in the wardrobe. Oh well.
Forever.
he definitely smiles and laughs, but roll an insight check for me, please.
Can Zeal help me? Well, it's a 16, but can Zeal help me?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, or can I help? Or the other?
Actually, yeah, I would say you would know, so either way you get advantage with it.
It's a 16.
Okay. You have the feeling that he's laughing it off, but he definitely was more worried than he's making out. Well, yes, quick under the bed, pops a look through the window, But no, I figured you were fine.
I pick up one of his arms and just put it over my shoulder and just be like, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, he just leans into it. And I checked the graveyard and there was nothing there, so...
Well, they'd have put us in an unmarked grave if we were in there.
He just slops some soup into his mouth.
Ah!
Yeah.
Stop messing.
Well, you're all, clearly close. How long have you known each other?
How long has
It's been about a month.
I've known her whole life.
What was it, 3 months?
It's around 3, but they're long
my
months
God.
because they're in this the calendars. I think they're 6-week months. So
Jesus.
Why have you done this to us?
don't know. So it's a long time.
So,
It's
so 18 weeks.
pretty much.
Is that your
Okay.
justification for it only passing 2 weeks in the first 100 episodes?
But we were together 6 weeks before that anyway.
Yes, you were in the desert a while together as well. So it's probably 4 months. And in Earth months, it's half a year probably.
Okay.
So yeah,
6
did
months.
you hear about what happened at the ball?
Oh, well, I mean, I heard.
Yeah, so since before then, so yeah, that long.
We call it that kind of.
Fuck, honestly. The ball, as in Biles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I was not in the city at the time, but I heard about it. Yes. And I assume you were...
That was us.
Ah. Fair enough. Wait, so you just gallivant around... So you were in... I'm assuming you guys give him a quick, like, went in the desert. Where you,
Top level.
Top level stuff.
He's not smart enough to get anything else.
Yeah. Right. So, and then you're in Delnori now.
Well, no, we're in Talbennery now.
Oh, right, no, sorry for the mix-up. That's my bad. I mean, you know, where you're from, or you were like before, you know, your home kind of thing. We've spent more time.
We've got a base in Dalnore.
Base and business.
Yeah.
And
Base
Business.
It's like the current HQ.
Sounds rather official.
It is actually.
It's super official.
Yeah, we got a crest from the...
You have a wait. I thought you actually have an actual.
Yeah. Had to give it has something to do when she moved.
We have employees.
Are we getting any money out of this? Eventually.
Still,
And also free room and board.
Yeah, we're still paying off the loan.
Yeah, they've nearly broken even by the time we went.
So we'll have a board meeting in the next couple of
We need
weeks.
to work out percentages and stuff.
It's all in the trusted hands of
Shares.
Morderin.
Of Mordy.
Of Mordy. So you actually, so what is it, like a bakery or?
I mean, that is involved.
We do set things on fire and people.
He stands up. Like, it looks like he's just had an epiphany.
What's wrong? What are you? No. No.
Oh my god!
What?
You're the bloody scallywags, aren't you?
Actually, it's the professional scallywags,
Oh my
if you will.
god! Takes a massive swig of whiskey. You have been busy. I can't believe. Oh my god!
Oh, I want to know what the news is.
Yeah, what have you heard?
Well, you know, people talk and that.
Who talks?
What do they say?
What type of people?
Well, you know, people I talk to.
That could be literally anyone.
No, what did I? So the whole the thing that initially got my attention was that they apparently some group kicked out both thieves guilds in the city. And then replace them with their own thing.
Technically, no. We replaced them with one of the thieves' guilds.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old.
Oh, right.
We reinstated the Lamoros, my guy.
Oh,
We're
right.
back in business, but Iridia's fucked off.
Oh, okay. But it's all under your
Scallywags.
Scallywags.
Incorporated club.
Our umbrella, yeah.
And then there was the
Syndicated.
and then there was killed some alchemist nutter, is what I heard.
Oh yeah, he was a nutter.
And then there
How did they
was.
put us on that? How did they blame us for that? Nobody knows he's dead.
Well, I don't know.
Big boom.
Big boom, big boom.
Big boom was the general theme. Yes. And then there was the smaller things, like there was a bunch of kids that were getting some. There was some horror in Chasm Town or something like that. You saved them from or something.
Oh,
But the top line was the Thieves Guild for me. I was just quite surprised. Oh my god! I'm sure most of it's made up, you know. But.
It's absolutely not.
Well,
How ye of little faith.
well, that is quite something.
Yeah. Anyway.
And I punched a god, basically.
I did.
Yeah, at some point.
Probs.
Who? Oh, okay.
One of them.
I have real short-term memory.
We killed a few.
So about these tunnel, portal, what are you looking for?
Grandpappy. Grandpappy subterranean holes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I want to know about the holes.
I can teach you things you have never.
Smack.
Sorry, that was rude. But this is my third bottle.
Damn.
Damn.
Stop making excuses, dude.
You're right.
When did you start drinking?
Oh, I think I must have been about 13.
That's my boy.
You were there.
Oh yeah, no, I was. That's a good point.
Anyway, they were the discreet travel. They were for discreet travel. From I don't know everything because obviously Grandpappy was very secretive with it all, but he found. You know, I'm fairly sure he used. There was one here, and the rumours that I've heard from this guy that's kind of fucked me off and gave me this map.
This Jekyll.
Yes, he. I mean, the rumours. The rumours seem to pan out. From the little, there's no reading to be done here. The only kind of source of information. There's this tiny outpost for an alchemist. But they know nothing.
Have you spoken to?
I've tried to, but he's barely there.
Phineas Bluff.
Oh, is that his name?
No, I'm asking you. Of course you don't know.
I've not really got that far.
Wait, how far have you got?
I broke into his outpost and had a look around. Not much in there, to be honest. I hear he tends to be in one of the several inns over here, but
So he's alive.
I have no idea.
What's in the heron's favour?
I can show you the outpost. I mean, he sometimes leaves a note, so...
Sweet. Do you want adventures?
What
Do you
now?
want to go to bed?
I mean, we can go out. It's getting late, but... Anyway, to answer your question shortly, Basilmanav's discreet travel... Network was destroyed at some point, so they kind of left it to rot. I think it was during the Sildian War, to be honest. But I'm pretty sure Grams found one here, and he used it to get somewhere where there was better alchemy, and he would ferry it back and forth, you know, much quicker than going all the way up to the capital anyway, by carriage.
Yeah, if you can get to the capital in minutes, that saves us. How many months is it to Sehira from here?
Couple. Nah, it's fair. It's probably a month. But
So that's 6 weeks.
So another 50 episodes.
So much downtime.
Yeah, so if we can expedite the living shit out of that.
I can get my spell in that time.
well, yeah. More importantly, we could use this as I know you guys have got your thing. This is my thing. You've got your Scallywag thing. I mean, we can go into business if you like. If we find, I'll tell you what. Let's draw up some plans while we're here.
Let's get more
I've
of an
got this
idea of
business
you as a
plan.
person first.
Oh,
Okay.
we're not going into business with him, we're going into business with his parents, because they're
Okay.
much more reasonable.
No, this is only my venture. This one.
What are you doing as your venture?
So, if I can find this gateway, then I will claim it as my own.
Or if we
and
find it.
I will find it my own then. Okay. If
Okay,
you give
hold
I
that.
might
What's
start
your
to get up.
plan? What's your plan?
Well, use the map, and taps his side. Use my map, and find the way in, and then find it's under the city somewhere.
Can I see the
No, I was going to say, can Zeal steal it?
Sure. What is his stealth?
Let's find out.
Come on, Zeal.
I have quite a good sleight of hand.
He is at a disadvantage.
I also have decent, but it's more interesting if somebody's having a conversation with him and a squirrel steals it from him.
I mean, Dom's drunk, so he is disadvantaged.
He's got +1.
Okay.
Unless anyone wants to make him invisible, he's not going to notice.
Guidance.
Oh wait, I can make him invisible.
Yeah?
Zeal's invisible now.
Okay, cool. You cast invisibility.
I just tell him to be invisible. And
Oh, of course. Oh my god. He hasn't
you.
done that for ages. Nice. He goes blink, goes invisible.
Does it make that noise when he goes invisible? Because I feel like that defeats the point of going invisible.
That's a really good point. I'm going to write this out as natural. He should have this as an actual ability. Okay, we'll start there. The hour a day, but it's normal invisibility. So he crawls. You know where he is. Little footsteps on the table. You see a little puddle where there's like a little bit of beer or something, and then he kind of like. You see the tugging on like Dom's jacket is on his arm. So if you did you roll for him?
No, I didn't.
And
What do you want me to do with advantage because he's invisible? Or
yes.
is he getting a bonus?
Distract like the cold and the fresh cold rag on his
Just right over his face.
Yeah.
He can't get much, so you've already got advantage, and he's got disadvantage. So it's not really going to get much worse.
But it is funny.
But it is funny. So cold rag on his
Show him a
face.
trick if you want. I can't trick.
I got a natural 1.
So did Zeal, but he got an 18 plus 1 as well.
I got an 18 and a natural 1.
Holy shit.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, guys! Oh my god!
That's 19.
Okay. You see them the tug of his weight on Dom's jacket. We'll draw up some terms. I'm thinking if you do really want to help me, then maybe 10%, you know.
Sweetie, you still haven't told us what the plan is.
Right. So I've got a map.
You said that.
Yes. And we'll use the map to find the way in. We'll use the map to find the way down, and then whatever's in there, we'll just figure out how to get it working again. You know.
And the business proposition is.
Well, I will secure it, make a proper way in. You know, I can put the money into that, and then I will just start, charging people to use it. Yeah.
No. This sounds real vague.
I mean, yes, but I didn't think it was real until I got the map.
Is the map even real?
For God's sake. And he's like, yeah, but he stands up and starts looking around.
This map is so important to you and you can't even keep tabs on it and invisible, so you'll just pass it to me.
I see. Give it back.
Sorry, from here it just looks like you're going like this.
No, that's normally
Give it back.
Say please.
Please.
Can I look at it first?
Fine. Okay.
Where's the map?
Where's the prop? Why have you not made a prop?
How's it got writing on it? Could he have read it? No.
Yeah. Okay. It is a basic map. It's like a top-down view of what looks like a side of the city of Talbennery, like one side of it, but there's no orientation, so it could be any side of the city. But it's like a specific bend in the wall of the city, and you can see that there's one half of the map is this top-down view, and it's kind of like pointing to this dip in the wall, and then the other half is a smaller scale. And at that scale, there looks to be some kind of doorway, and then like a wiggle of pathways.
A wiggle of
yeah.
A very technical term.
A very technical wiggle.
So do you know where this is?
I have a feeling, yes.
How strong's that feeling? Is it just a vibe?
I will tell you if you pass me back. I promise. Folds it and puts it in a shoe.
We shouldn't have done that when we could see where you've hidden it.
Well, no, but no. Wait, anyway, I'll put some. Anyway,
That's going to damage the ink, by the way.
Yeah, dude.
Your feet sweat quite a lot.
For God's sake. Takes it out, puts it back in his jacket, and just kind of like crosses it on. I'm pretty sure it's on the east side of the city, and it will be some kind of old sewer system.
Do I believe him?
Yeah, fun.
You can roll an insight check.
A sewer.
It's been a while since we've been in a good sewer.
23.
Yeah, he seems to be telling the truth. He is very drunk, so... But you're pretty sure it's not... He's not... His demeanour has not changed. So, I propose,
Oh,
you
we
can have
go.
a little bit of that if you want to help. You get a little cut.
I propose that your idea is bullshit. How many people are you going to be ferrying through these secret tunnels? And you think that people are going to be super happy that you're going to start undercutting the Phaeton trade by ferrying people around super secret?
It'll be way faster than the Phaetons, though. And...
Right, but then you'll get killed by Big Phaeton.
Big Phaeton.
That's the big bad.
You actually, when you say that, you catch the attention of
What am I saying?
Yeah.
A corporate spy, like, she knows.
You say big Phaeton and it is a joke, but you catch the attention of the goblin that was beating Dom up. He walked back in and he was by the bar and you kind of see him look over at that. And then like you catch
Does he look like
you
a
would catch it.
representative of Big Phaeton?
You would catch it. Obviously, I think Sentinel because you were saying it. He is at the bar and he just like places a gold down. He buys a couple of silver down, buys what you assume is the shit bottle of whiskey, and places like a couple of bits of paper on the bar. Taps the barman like on the shoulder, and he just goes and takes a seat in like a dark corner. He's just like in like a strip of light from the fire, and he's just drinking. He's literally sat on the floor like a coffee style table, and he's just drinking whiskey.
Elbow Sentinel and be like, Zeal.
Send Zeal to go and get that paper as well, little invisible monkey.
I'm not your bloody letter. What's the letter person called?
Posty.
I'm not a postman.
Oh, you're a post squirrel.
He hops down. He goes to fetch it. Well, I won't be undercutting them anyway because it's going to be way more expensive.
Yeah, in which point no one's going to use it.
Do you know if these tunnels are safe?
That's true.
I mean, if you've got to take payment first because, they might die on the way there.
Oh, right. No, we'll definitely just, make it a much nicer sort of user experience, than the tunnels right now. Like, we'll go in however we have to, but, before we start selling the tickets and stuff, I'll make sure it's all much nicer.
Do you have experience creating a customer-facing product?
Are you an interior designer?
No, but I know...
Do you have any experience in transport?
No. Look, do you guys want in on
Are you going to put carts through this thing?
I'll do it on my own.
We want in.
Okay.
How about this? We help you find the stuff, find the place. Then you keep it a secret and use it to funnel our chemical supplies to where they need to be to make more cash money.
Also, we travel for free.
We travel for free. You can use Delnore as part. We can absorb this business into Scallywag's Incorporated Club.
Okay, right.
And then you get to hang out with Kazaria every day.
I'd be willing to sell, eventually.
But if you...
Sorry, no, it's just a wackling a banana. Listeners, Ibby is just waving a banana at Charlie.
If you join the Pro Scallywags Incorporated now, you're going to get the benefits of being within our conglomerate.
Like a shareholder.
Yeah,
You
sure.
can have one share.
Yeah.
How much is that
Oh,
worth?
no, hold on. You can
About
get the
1,000
option.
gold.
So at the moment, we're not. At the moment, we're not at the share, like public shares yet.
Okay.
So we can offer you the option to buy shares at the price it's at now, but when we're worth a lot more money.
Right.
Or we can get you
listening to financial podcasts this week.
We can get you into Sehira and you
think we
can
should offer
find
dividends.
anyone that you would ever want to sleep with and you can sleep with them all and then bounce immediately back to somewhere where they won't catch you.
I mean, these are all wonderful options.
Options to
And I
buy
feel
shares
like-
is real big brain.
I just feel like you're trying to take advantage of my, lucrative position.
No, I'd never do that.
You
Well,
don't
not you.
currently have a product.
Or a business.
I have an idea and the means to look. Okay, let's start here then.
Give us an idea.
Have I got my papers yet?
What's
From Zeal.
Oh yeah, he brings them over to you.
Like so.
Well, look, let's keep it simple for now. Let's see what the state of it is. All right. At the moment, I'll keep everything, and then you help me find it. And if it's in a good state, then we can kind of talk about how the percentage and that. 10%.
So 10% for each of us.
Yeah.
No, the Scallywags, incorporated.
Yeah, but then you don't get the branding that comes with the Scallies. You've heard of us already and we've done very little.
The reputation.
But I quite like
we can
what you
get the
said about,
customers
the
in,
under the underground, like maybe alchemy.
Oh no, so maybe alchemy, so not just ferrying people to and from places.
I haven't decided. But we're happy to agree you're going to help me and that you will get something in return. And cheers to that.
I mean, we can
She
agree
is.
to that.
Okay.
Because we will help him.
Yeah, we will help him.
And we will
we
get
will
a
get
business out of it. We will get a business out of it.
We always get a business out of it.
We always give what we want. Cheers.
Wait,
There's no
are
killing.
we the mob?
Are we the bad?
Are we the bad ones?
Okay.
Yeah, cheers, yeah.
So
What's on my paper?
the flyer says it is like a juvenile sketch of like some kind of insect. And like written underneath this kind of insect is a very much broken common.
Big fate.
It says alchemy factories poison water, disease and magic horrors, hold them to account. And there's like a handful of them on the side.
What did you do to the goblin?
I don't know, he just beat the shit out of me.
Why?
Because he was hired by
Why?
Jekyll, I assume, anyway.
Why is the goblin an environmentalist?
Hey, anyone can be an environmentalist. That's racist. No, racist Freya today. Are you guys cousins?
No, I just mean, if a mobster hired the guy, then why is he also... Is he good or bad?
I mean,
drinking.
there is also a strong chance that Tom's bad. Hey, we were not good when we came into this.
He's an arsehole, just leave him, to do his whatever. He hit me.
Aw, you sad.
I'm going to bed.
Oh, do you want me to send a message to Marika?
Yes?
Yeah, I mean, I was going to let her know that we found you alive here. Do you want,
Oh, yes, that would be great.
Anything particular you want to say? Any day now.
No, I think, just let her know that I'm all right and that I love her. And he gets up and...
Shall I sell anything to Taz?
Oh, I guess the same.
Fine.
Sorry, are you Marika's brother?
Yes.
Oh, this is kind of making sense now. Okay.
Right, well, are you lot staying here?
Where are you staying?
Here.
Then probably here.
All right, I'll sort you some rooms. He goes over to the bar and he sorts that, throws a key over to you guys.
Just the one key.
I'm not made of money.
Yes, you are.
Well, you can get them.
I mean, we're made
And he makes his way upstairs,
Good night.
swaying about. Yes,
Sleep well.
waves. Okay, the bar is yours. It is getting late. The Cullen skink is empty bowls in front of you.
I'll take them to the kitchen.
Eugene says, "He's very rude."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we love him.
Yeah, he's dreamy.
No.
What? No.
Control yourself,
I
sister.
thought you were a learned person.
No, I don't know. I just can't control myself around him.
It's pretty
What about Grin?
Green, yeah. No, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. It just must be like the incubus in him or something, maybe.
That was one time.
Wait.
Wait, what?
Wait, what are you talking about?
Like,
How did you know about that?
no, I meant like family-wise. On his side of the family, it's some incubus in him or something.
Yep, that's 100%.
I'm going
Wait,
to
what?
Should we go find this portal?
I mean, we could go now.
I mean, we know where it is. He told
What time
us.
is it? No,
That time.
we should
It's getting on.
Okay.
Probably at 10 o'clock.
We'll go tomorrow morning though.
We could go up before he's like
We're
awake.
on a schedule.
Yeah,
we
he's
can't
not going to
hang
be up
about
till
here.
lunchtime.
Yeah, we gotta go.
We gotta go.
Come on, guys, wrap it up. Okay, bed.
You going to bed?
Yeah.
Can I
Do we make
swear
sure
before
Moxie
we go to
actually
bed?
comes into the room with us?
Lock the door.
So as you guys go, you're not going up? Okay, because you wanted to scry. Anyone else do anything before bed?
Nope. Sleep.
Okay.
Got ascending to Marika.
Oh, you're going to do ascending. Okay, yeah. So you do have the one room, but you can buy another if you wish.
How many beds are in that room?
It's a bunk room.
Bunk beds.
Oh, that's
Huge.
fun.
Again.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you can. Yeah, space enough.
Let's hang out.
So you guys make your way out except Sentinel. Moxie, you're messaging Marika.
Yep.
For a surprise for Sentinel, Maya feels bad about the night before where she just conked out. So I'm gonna build like a big fort, like a big
Another
fort.
Yeah, very nice.
So when if you come in, then
We're doing
big
forts
fort.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, fort time. It's fort time.
Very nice. Eugene takes the top bunk again.
He's like, no forts
Yeah.
for me.
Rise above the fort.
Yeah, you got that beating you took in the pillow fight.
It's like never again.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you sending?
Yeah. Hey girl, we made it to Talbennery safe. Found Dom alive and well. He sends his love, but has some work to finish here first.
Okay. She says, hey girl. Oh, thank God. I'm so relieved. And I'm great to hear from you. Okay, be safe and don't let him misbehave.
Impossible. Quest level impossible.
Impossible. Very nice. Okay. So Sentinel, we'll do the scrying last, depending on what happens. What are you doing?
What is that guy? The goblin got a full bottle of whiskey.
He's draining it, but it's
Can
still
I go
a bit
and
in there.
get another bottle of whatever he's drinking? How
Okay,
much is it?
It's like 5 silver for a cheap
That's the
bottle.
shit stuff.
Shit.
Shit stuff.
Good shit.
It's like petrol.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna go and sit down. Like I'm gonna present it as like a peace offering, kind of, and then sit.
Okay.
Let's see if he'll let me sit.
Yeah, he doesn't react. Just sat there.
I'm sorry for my friend. He's an absolute twat. But can you please tell me what he did so that I can start making amends for his bullshit? I've been cleaning up his messes for years.
I told you already. Just in town for business. Passing through and that. Took a bit of a... saw the job from this Jekyll bloke. Got to beat up a pretty face. Bit of coin to sink my knuckles in.
I mean, that's fair. As you can tell, even his friends beat the living shit out of him. So you got paid cash money to beat up a guy.
Yeah, why are you asking?
Because if he's made an absolute fucking mess of things, I have to start cleaning it up.
Not that I'm aware of. He's just a rich bloke, isn't he?
That is true. So he didn't fuck your wife.
Yeah, that's funny. No, but if he flashes his coin around too much, he will have a problem. That's, at least he'll have a problem with me anyway. Takes a swig.
What are those flyers you've got posted around, by the way? They're interesting.
That's business.
Your business?
Yeah.
Environmentalism.
More like, fucking up rich people who got too big for their boots. Too influential for their own good.
Oh, so you're a communist.
More like I don't like. You haven't been in the hives, have you?
No.
Yeah. No better example of rich fucking over dirt poor than Talbennery. And the people making all them parts, they're all implicit in it, but anyway, that's business. It's not open conversation.
Fair enough. I just wanted to make sure he hadn't made a complete twat of himself. Thank you kindly. That's for you. Bye.
You looking for a bit of work then?
Could be.
Because he saw you took the flyer.
He did not.
Oh no, he didn't.
But he knows I looked at it because I asked what was on it. But yeah.
Well, maybe we'll chat another time. Maybe when I know you're not, I'm suspicious of people.
That's a sensible thing to be in this town by the sounds of it.
This town's the worst.
If you find anything out about a man called Varel Kepler, then I'll be interested to hear what you find out.
Any description of Varel Kepler that I should be aware of?
He's a rich merchant. He's the bloke poisoning the river from the factories. He owns a load of them. I'm sure your fancy artificer friend won't be particularly happy with what he's doing.
Interesting. Well, let's see what we can find.
Right.
Enjoy. Bye.
He just nods. He's like, it's weird because goblins they're very, very uncommon. And he looks like an orc from a distance, but yeah, he's got this horrible kind of bunched needle-like teeth and a long nose. And yeah, he just kind of nods, takes a swig of the draining bowl. You heading upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay. Scrying time. You enter, you see a fort that is being built.
And I'm in the corner of the fort.
Join us.
With my candles.
I go to like just collapse into the fort, and then I see Freya's about to dispel. I'm like, okay.
I would like to scry on Ilram.
No. No.
At last.
Give me a sec.
Do I get any modifiers from this?
You know him.
It's not familiar. Not really.
No, not really. You met him
Pretty
once.
familiar with him.
You met him once.
0.
Actually, no, you met him twice.
He gave us that writ. Does that count as possession?
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
He did.
-4 then.
I'm trying to come up with any other bullshit that we could. And it was sealed with a lick of his saliva.
It was with his ring, though.
Is there a hair caught in the ring? In the gem?
Right. You have the -4 from the letter.
Okay.
I don't think you're going to get any better than that.
Read.
Even if
Charlie's
you
not
find
letting you get any more than that.
a stray goop hair.
Read. Charlie's mad at us and wants to move on.
Okay. So
You have to do a wisdom save.
I do. He is very wisdomous.
But he's got a -4.
He's a high-ranking Apatheos Keeper.
But he's a piece of shit.
to be
And
a
he's going to roll a 2.
Now one.
Yeah.
I like that dice.
-4.
He's
Yeah, these
taking
are
a shit.
bad. Where's my dice jail?
I'm assuming he's taking a shit. You get no useful information.
He's
asleep.
I love it. That's what I'm going to do more. I'm going to roll it. Just like sex, taking a shit, having some dinner, sleeping. Just roll through it all.
It is a bad time to scry, late at night.
Right. So, in the corner of the den made out of pillows and sheets, you take out the orb, the god's lantern. It floats as you cast, and there's a static that snaps and your consciousness away. And you appear. You see this it's like a fisheye lens view. Familiar with it now, and you see darkness in an area of the city that you don't know well, but you are aware of. You're familiar with where it is. You can see spires connected by bridges, and you are currently hundreds of feet up off of the ground on one of these bridges. It's like a city made of churches with these flying buttresses that lean out with these epic spires, massive stained glass windows, and you're along one of these bridges that's connecting these spires, and below it so far it's dark, you can't see anything.
It's like Dark Souls, basically, isn't it?
Very similar to that, yeah. And this place is called Mirus. This place is called Mirus Kalorn, is the Inherited Halls. This is the HQ of the Apatheos. And you see a procession of what look like friars in maroon, and they have some silver accents marking them as sort of scholars for the Apatheos. They're walking along, and you see Ilram walking alone. He is, as you remembered him, he's quite short. He's got very shorn hair. He's wearing his silver breastplate and single pauldron. And he has a lizard on his shoulder that you remember is called Wrath. And he is walking along this bridge. The rain is lashing across it. And you just see the horizon of Sehira, this massive cityscape that is just baffling from this view. And you're briefly trying to pick out where the chorus district is, and then you kind of realise that you need to be focused. And he walks along this bridge through a hallway, and you can hear choirs, and the warmth of firelight and braziers. And he moves into this open area, which is a massive stone sort of square before the actual Apatheos HQ building. and he moves into that. And for a moment, he stops and he looks around. And he looks at you. And then he moves ahead through the gateway of the Apatheos, where you feel yourself ejected immediately.
Yeah, okay, fair enough.
Little view of Sehira there.
Oh, you noticed they wasn't taking a poo.
That's where he was going.
That's why there's walls on there.
Private sanctuary. Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine that the only places here that's what it is, the bathroom.
That was just the outhouse. Okay. So, bedtime. You guys snuggle up in your fort.
It is very snuggly.
And you sleep. And it was a long day, a long final day of travel, and a late night. And you sleep well. You all fall into very deep sleep, and you wake up quite early. The sound of birds, and this is something that you're still not used to, is the sound of forest birds. And even though you're in a city, you can still hear them on the roof scrabbling about. And you wake to the crashing sounds of the factories that are back open, the booming of the metal clanging on metal. And the day is yours.
Well, some breakfast, I guess.
Well, before we go down, so I went to go and talk to that fucking goblin that was beating the shit out of Dom. One, we need to be really careful about how we're flashing the cash around here, because we're going to get fucked if we look too much like we're making cash money. And also, there's a whole thing about it's called Varel Kepler, which is the most horrendous name I've ever heard. Who's one of the merchants who's poisoning the river, and it's really fucking the slums. And that's the hives, right? This is the slums.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like poisoning the water. So if we can also fuck up that guy while we're here, that would be great. Because I hate this bullshit. I have a reputation to uphold, and then things like the poor being fucked by a rich man piss me off, and then I have to go and fix it. It fucks my reputation, goddammit!
That's the kind of Scallywag's MO though, isn't it?
Yeah. Where is this factory in relation to where the tunnels might be? Are they close to each other?
Yeah, I can give you a rough. So the kind of the rough structure of Talbennery is you're in the area which is mainly for coaching and travellers, and the inns are dotted around that. You're currently in the Broken Wheel, which is tucked behind a massive brick wall, and behind that brick wall is factory. So you're actually really close to what I think Boris, that weird tour guide that you rejected, called the Mechanus.
To do.
So the Mechanus area of the city, which takes up basically most of the city.
Right.
Also, because I've got a charge on going to the Enigora's house today, do you want me to... I've opened the bank. Do you want to start storing some money in the bank?
Yeah, that's probably a good plan. Good
Or
plan.
anything that you don't want out, like... I mean, I can't give any examples from my shit, because I need most of it, but if there's like a spare weapon that you don't want out and about...
Yeah.
Just going with fucking barrels of cash. But also for the purposes that I've taken money valuables that we don't necessarily want out, they are all in the sort of house.
Are you doing shared cash in, or are you doing other stuff as well? Oh, okay.
What do you mean shared?
The group fund.
The group fund's not got that. Oh, I'll take some of it, but I mean, yeah. So long as you tell me the day before, I can pop in and out.
Fair enough.
Cool.
You explained where the factories were, but where is the factory where the man with the awful name who's screwing over the poor people? Where is that in relation to where
that
Dickhead
wall
thinks the tunnels are?
Oh, I see. You guys don't know, so the goblin didn't give you enough info.
I just said if we can find out anything about it, we'll pay for it.
If you guys are going to store money, you don't have to do it right now. Maybe in the break, let me know if you are and what, and we'll just note it down. So what is the plan? You guys you go downstairs, you get some breakfast. It's pretty standard fare. You know, it's like fried potatoes, eggs, bacon.
Is Dom up yet?
Dom is not up. No.
Should we go check this place out while he's not up?
Yeah.
And then on the way, out some feelers for Badman.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think. Would you let me have put his name in my book to message him last night?
Yeah, why not? If you're at the table, have you got space?
Well, I'll just take Detrius off.
Fair. Yeah, that's cool.
do.
Yeah, he would have scribbled his name in, that's fine. So when you say go and have a look, what are you looking for?
Oh, sorry.
So you've got the places you're... Oh, what, as in like the alchemist outpost? Oh, okay, the tunnels. You guys haven't got the map with you. So you can try and have a look around, which is fine.
I saw it with my own eyeballs.
He told us which side of the city it was.
Yeah, can I try and recreate it?
Sure. Give me...
Let me see if I can...
Because it's something to do with the curve of the wall. So
it was a bumpy outcropping.
Can either Ansel or Zeal go up onto a building that's high enough to look down, or can Sentinel fly?
I can turn into an animal.
You guys can do it any way you like.
Or Steve can be an owl. I mean, Aura.
So let's do the... So if Sentinel, you give me an intelligence check.
Apparently.
To try and recall the exact...
Can Zeal help? Shape. He would have seen it. And he's back.
Yeah, he did take the map, so yeah, that's fine, yeah.
Or unless anyone else wants... Oh, no, it was... 18?
Yeah, you get a... Yeah, I think with just the shape of the city wall, you think you're pretty confident
I don't necessarily care about the second part, just the main.
Yeah, that's cool. So you get like the little divot that's like the shape of the outer wall, and you're pretty sure it's like similar. It's got a unique shape, like a little indent in the wall. Yeah, and you guys can you can find it however you wish. You could look for an exit in the city. You could fly up, one of you, or one of your familiars or pets. You could just walk around the whole city. I'll leave it up to you guys how you try and figure out where it is.
How do you think it's best to go about this?
It's a divot in the wall of the
actual city itself. Yeah, like the outer wall.
And he did say east, right?
That's what Dom said, yeah.
I don't think he was lying about that.
He wouldn't. He's not smart enough to have lied about that much specifics. He'll lie about what he wants to do with it, but if he thinks he's going to get help, he'll try and get it however he can. I'm trying to think. I don't know if the best is to make our way somewhat over there and then go up, because you need the height to be able to see it. You need to be up high to be able to at least try and work out where it is. To survey that much land at once.
How far away are we from the east of the...
You're pretty central at the moment, so you can go into the square and just walk east, and it wouldn't take you too long, maybe half an hour.
Should we just head over there?
Yeah.
And then when we get there, we can see what the buildings look like, if we need to scale up to look down, or if we need more of a flying option.
If we're close enough, I could do the map. I don't know if that will show the divot in the wall.
Might do. Maybe. How big is this?
It doesn't give you that plane, so you get the city. Yeah. And you get the shape of the wall.
But we'll get the shape of the wall. How big's the space of it that it'll do?
A mile.
Yeah, it's a mile.
Oh, sweet.
So it's big.
So if we just have a wander along it and...
Cool. Yeah, okay. Nice. Okay, so you all finish up your breakfast and you take a wander into the...
I will leave a note with the barkeep.
Okay, yeah.
And tell them to give it to Tom and say we've gone on a recce.
Yeah, nice. Okay, yeah, absolutely.
I'll call you at... I'll get in touch, what time would he be up? 12? 1?
Oh, sorry, are these 28-hour days as well?
Yeah, how many hours?
Normal days.
I know him a reasonable time that he would have gotten up having been had the shit kicked
probably
out of him.
11 at the earliest.
So I'll start calling him on the hour every hour to be like, are you awake? This is where we are.
That's cool. Yeah. So you guys take a walk into the fresh, moggy, fumy, smoky air of Talbennery. It's a pretty grim town. For us at the table, it's quite Victorian-esque, industrial revolution and soot everywhere. It's not being taken care of. The cobbles are smashed in the square, and you move through, and you head east. And yes,
can I hang back a little bit, not loads? And is there and disguise myself to look like any average worker that's wandering around, just to keep more of an eye on who's around and blend in better?
Yeah. Would you duck into somewhere to do that? Quick?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's fine. So you as you get out into the main area, you duck into an alleyway quick, take the image of a sort of standard person you saw walking along, as quite a human, a reedy man, kind of soot-stained glasses and blonde curls, and you take the back of the group. People look at you for a minute, kind of clock who it is. And you move to the east.
No love.
Okay.
You guys, you are pretty. You stand out. You look quite imposing, and you all carry weapons that look very well made. And you're quite. You strike quite a. Quite a figure on in the sort of masses of the brown and grey masses of Talbennery, but you make your way through to the east, and you're pretty sure you're towards the more residential side of the city, which makes kind of more sense. There's not too many factories around here, but you see the kind of line of the wall now, a few hundred meters ahead.
Sorry, I was trying to find out what Freya was saying. So do you want to do the map? I'm head on a swivel and zeal as well, just in case anyone's trying to...
Roll a perception check for me.
Yeah.
Either both of you or once with advantage. And what were you doing, Steve?
I'm going to get Embryn's lodestone out, piece of paper, and find... How quiet is it around here?
It's pretty busy, to be honest. But you guys could move into more of a residential alleyway.
Just somewhere that's fed. Well, I don't need to be that close to the wall. Just somewhere.
Yeah.
Because if it's a mile radius, then.
Yeah, absolutely.
Then it doesn't matter how close I am to the wall.
Yeah, sure. So you go up against a more residential house. It's a little bit quiet. Some baskets on the side. You kind of lean on, put the paper down.
Yeah. No, I will do that.
Okay.
Make them up.
Zeal's mostly listening and smelling, because then he has advantage. But he got a 16 and I got a 14.
Okay. Zeal's like he reports back that it's very the stench of the factories is awful. He's like, I don't want to be hip.
Sorry, I know the whiskey's not good either.
Yeah. But no, you don't see anyone that sort of alarms you in the masses as they move past. Ori, you step into the shadows of a more residential part. You place the paper down, the lodestone compass, and the ink that's under that dome, and the sandy kind of ink swirls, and then the ink bleeds out of the sand, out of the compass onto the paper, and you see rows of houses sketched out as this kind of wave of ink covers the paper, and then it gets to the east wall. And you see a very recognisable shape in that wall, the east notch, and the detail of the map is such that you can also see the sort of top parts of the slum before it drops away. You can also see that there is what looks like some kind of stream that's cutting through where there's a gap in the roofs. So outside of the city, there is also a bit of a stream that runs in parallel along with the wall for a while. And you have your map, I believe, for an hour, or is it longer than that? Is it 8 hours?
We'll check, but I will get. I've got a couple of extra pieces of paper, so I will trace as much in the area. Start from the area.
Sure. If you guys take 10 minutes, you can get a satisfactory sketch of the map. Okay.
Yeah, 1 hour.
Nice.
So I'll probably grab. Sounds like you've got experience with maps.
Yeah.
I've got this. I was just going to trace over as much of it as I can, so that
you guys start tracing.
A permanent version.
I won't make you roll. You guys take 10 together. You can trace that, no problem. You have a sketch map of the area. Very nice. Okay. What are you doing? What's the next step?
What time is it?
Probably an hour's passed by now.
So what time is it?
It's approaching 10.
Oh, is there many people around?
Quieter, but it's busy. You have a feeling it's going to remain like this most of the day.
Is there somewhere I can duck in and read? Well, I suppose I'm just slapping my face a little bit to keep the same.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, you just refocus, and yeah, that's fine.
Can we go have a look at that little divot in the wall?
Sure, you would have to find a way through the wall. So you know that there's an entrance back. You'd take you probably half hour to walk to the entrance and then another half to walk round. Maybe a little longer actually, probably more like an hour round.
Oh, so it's just on the other side of the wall. It's not, you don't see the divot from the internal side.
No, you could probably go look at it, but you can see here that the wall is like a ramshackle thing of brick and wood, and it's quite high. It's about 40 feet high.
Can't jump
I could
that.
erupting earth and just demolish the wall.
We'll get in trouble again.
Yeah. Wait, say that again?
So
Spells.
that's all right.
Sorry.
So the wall itself is quite about 40 feet high. You can go around the other side. You could try and find a way through here, or climb up.
I can literally
you can go to
shape the stone.
I was gonna say if it's loose earth, I can mold earth and just make a tunnel under it.
Yeah.
Do we want to be that obvious?
Or you can it'd be like an hour and a half to go to the north entrance and walk around the wall. Hopefully, you would be sort of among the hives for a bit. Or you could skirt the wall.
If there weren't people around, I'd turn into a big bird. And
Are we in a hurry?
lift us over.
No.
I'm going to say so, no.
So we can just walk it?
Oh no, Dom, well, you don't know if he's awake yet. It's about 10 in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah, you said I'd start. Cool, I said I'd start. Messaged you about 11.
Let's just walk it then.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Instead of
so
using
you
a level
guys...
4 spell. I could make a door, but...
Yeah, you take
Make
a
sure
leisurely...
doors come back through.
leisurely stroll. You go through the north entrance of the city. You see the full extent of the sort of coaching area. There are now Phaetons entering and exiting the city, going north up the Emperor Road.
Up the M4.
The M4 only goes east and west.
They're massive. You guys recognize them. There's four horses, like 3 stories of carriage, and they make this whirring sound with the shard work sigilism. Some of them you see, they look a little bit odd. They look very different to the sort of artifice to craft to kind of beautiful bits of art that you almost art that you took to Dustmere. Some of these seem very functional and not quite as well built. They look a little bit sort of mass produced. You make your way out the north side, skirt the wall, and after about an hour after that, you're so it reached 11 o'clock round sort of as you're walking.
You son of a bitch, are you awake yet?
Yeah, and you've bloody abandoned me.
No, we're on the... we're going
You're fucking going without me, aren't you?
Because you were asleep!
I'm coming. And you hear him like...
Do you know you're going?
Yeah, wait, where are you? He figures out where he is, yeah. So he'll run to kind of catch up with you.
He's going to vomit.
He's going to throw up.
Yeah. So you guys make it to... You move through the hives for a while. So as are you going to kind of go through the hives? Or are you going to stick as close to the city wall as possible? You will be near the hives, obviously, on the outside of the city. But it depends if you want to go wade through into the slums themselves, or if you want to just stick to the city wall.
I think we just stick to the city wall for now, because we're specifically looking at the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you skirt the wall.
Go through looking like we do.
Yeah, that's also probably true.
Well, looking like you lot do.
Yeah.
I look great. I blend in.
We're just here to inspect the quality of the building of the wall.
Yep, we're inspectors.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your way around. You're definitely forced sometimes to move through slum areas where some of them have built structures up against the wall, and it's a ramshackle collection of just dangerous structures, and you can hear the sort of sickness of the place, the coughing, and the poor wood smoke, probably dung that people are burning, and rotten wood. About halfway through, you start to see the stream that cuts through the slum, and as you get closer, you intersect with it, and it runs along the wall with you. It looks filthy.
Yeah, so say, what colour is it?
Yeah, it's filthy. You're walking against the current, so you are moving upstream. So as you're going, it's still filthy, but it's getting ever so slightly cleaner from less people dumping their stuff into the river. And you eventually make it to what I can describe as a sort of half-pipe cutout below the city wall that extends out where the foundations were kind of a ramp down from the wall. Now it's been cut out into this kind of half-pipe, and in the middle of that, pouring into this river that you guys probably know, it's called the Uldrian River, is a pipe. It's about 30 feet off the ground. It's about 5 foot wide, and it is pouring a foul greenish kind of gunge out into the river. And you can see that behind that, so further upstream, it's significantly cleaner. And so a lot of this is coming from this pipe. And you can see just downriver from you, there is a sort of a thin man with his children. They're just washing their clothes in this filthy water.
Not to ask a question of Eugene while Eugene's not here, but does Eugene recognise any of what is coming out of the?
It's a very good question. I will roll an artifice, not artificing, an
And he's
arcana
got a
check.
plus 20.
Plus 20.
Is there a factory just on the other side of the wall or anything?
You guys can hear the sounds of the factories, and you know that they're close. Yeah.
Can we just mark them on the map?
Sure.
Just thinking back to if they're the ones polluting the river, and they're related to this guy, like we know roughly where to look.
Yeah. You know that
where to burn down.
that this is an enormous pipe, right?
It'll be from all of the factories.
It's likely that this is a main exit point. Wow, we're really thematic here with Thames Water and everything. It's it is likely to be a main ejection of sewage and waste from whether it's factories in the city.
Mark it in green so that we're definitely sure that it's where all the green sludge is coming out.
I rolled a natural 18, so I'm sure that he's.
What are we rolling?
That's for Eugene's Arcana.
Yeah, plus 9, so yeah, that's 27.
Not 30.
He would
flash of genius that as well.
He would
33.
Yeah.
What is it?
Probably. Would he get? He wouldn't. He wouldn't get his hands involved.
No, he wouldn't.
He absolutely
Go
would
and
not.
sniff it.
He'd sniff it, he'd maybe lick it, but he wouldn't get his hands involved.
It's definitely something.
Am I wrong?
Yeah, he would. It's definitely some kind of waste.
Do we have like a jug or something we could just catch a bit in so we could examine?
I'm putting this off. I think that he would. I'm going to mark, and everyone remember, if Mike makes it to the second half, he will definitely try and take a sample from this. So, not harvesting, a gathering check for him when he comes back. And as he does so, he's kind of looking at it, smelling it. It is definitely. There's definitely alchemical waste in this. It is, awful chemicals. A combination of things that I wouldn't. It's a real swill. A real.
Better or worse than that tanning thing that you fell in?
This is a lot worse.
Okay.
This is what they're ejecting from this is potent and still active, rather than sort of the tanning stuff that was rotten and urine and excrement. There is that in here, but it's also active alchemical ingredients that are being dumped. Okay. And I would say at this point, Dom's probably, you hear someone going,
Okay, buddy.
Have you ever thought about, drinking less and running more?
No.
Why?
Running makes me feel like this. It's horrible.
I mean, I would argue it's probably the drinking.
All right.
This will cure it.
I can't make it back, so I guess we're here now.
So pathetic.
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
You need to grow a pair, mate. Anyway.
Tell him. Fucking tell him. He doesn't even know that I'm there. He can't see me.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just a man.
It's our new man friend.
Right, who are you?
Jack.
All right, roll a performance check. I'm Jack.
My name's Jack.
The name Jack. Performance, you say?
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, that's bad for me. That's a 13.
I think he twigs after a minute. He's like, oh, okay. Very nice. So, what's the plan?
Well,
This looks like-
Eugene has just been sniffing the sludge
Oh,
to work out what it is.
strange
and,
hobby. This looks like it, and he's like holding up the paper.
Should we have a look around the pipe to see if there's like...
Is it on the... What do you want to look in the pipe for?
I'm thinking a way into the tunnels.
Is it on the pipe or is it further along?
So the wall is like cut out, so the foundations are cut. The only thing that's coming out is the pipe.
But we're at the point where there's the wiggle in the wall.
The wiggy walls.
All you can see is the wall at the very top, the cutout around you, and then in the middle of that, about 30 feet up, is a pipe jutting out, about 5 feet wide.
So like a shit waterfall.
Yes.
Great.
There's nothing else but that.
Okay, but are we confident that, right, you know where the wiggle in the wall is on the map?
Are we there?
I'm looking at it.
Are we there?
Oh, yes.
That's what I'm trying to ask you.
I mean, I think so. I guess the only way in is... Well,
No.
Oh, we've got to go in the pipe. If we got to go in the pipe...
Should we check the wall?
No, Charlie, do we have to go in the pipe?
Should we check the wall below the pipe first?
God, I prepared that.
roll an investigation.
Dude, are
check
you
then.
making us do the Johnny English thing?
I could have done that.
Are you talking to me or I want to put in order in or Dom?
I'm talking to you, Charlie.
It's okay. It's fine. I've rolled a natural 20 plus 3, so there's another way in.
Okay.
God.
So you move up below the pipe. It is like lichen and mold dripping from underneath it. It juts out about sort of 15 feet from the wall.
I don't like it.
And you're like getting a bit of splash. You're like, oh god.
This is a shit job.
And you look underneath the damp wall. It's just solid brick, and you spend a couple of minutes looking. There is no way. You start pressing bricks.
Maybe you do them in a specific order.
We're just desperately trying not to go in the pipe.
It's a solid wall. You look around, maybe there was another divot, so you move slightly around, you look, and the hive continues, and you can see the wall bending sort of around for quite a while.
Right, how is it coming out of the pipe? Is it like fully the whole pipe is just like... or is it like...
No, it's more like a trick. It's more like a pour.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not like...
That's how I imagined it.
No, it's like... Yeah, it's maybe like a quarter full falling.
It's just coming out horizontal, just blasting out.
How wide is the pipe again?
About 5 feet.
Wide.
Very narrow.
Yeah.
Can I... shall I fly and see what we can see? 5 feet, how tall is it?
No.
30 feet off the ground.
No, how tall is the... Is it just... Is it a... Or is
5
it
foot.
Oh no, it's a 5 foot diameter circular pipe.
Yeah.
You guys
So
are
it's not
quite
like a
exposed.
this...
No. You are quite exposed as well. I'll say before you start casting stuff. You are in the people in the city can't see you. You're underneath the wall, but you are among the hive. The people in the pipe.
The pipe people.
So as part of your initiation into the Scallywags, you're up first.
Hold on, and then sorry about this, buddy, and then bamf, Ansel into the pipe, and then
Okay.
Ansel vision.
Poor Ansel.
He goes sploosh, and he's like,
He's a cat. I can just dump to
he's like in the sewage. Yeah.
And Seal just turns around to me and probably just goes, thank you for not making me do.
He immediately hops out onto like the side, but it's slippery, so he's like slipping down the side of it.
You are awful.
And he like clambers along.
I only hear and see what he feels.
Yeah.
Sorry. You are a piece of shit.
He feels just anger. And he goes to sort of 10 feet in, it gets really dark. He's just hackles. No, what do cats have? They don't have hackles, do they? They have hackles?
Yeah, hackles or bottle brush tail.
Yeah, and he's like, you definitely feel like that, and he's slipping about. You hear that, yeah.
I'm probably going to boot him.
He's definitely having a sing-song.
Back,
About 20 feet in, you see with his they have dark vision, don't they, cats?
Apparently not. But not according to D&D,
Yeah,
but
they're
in
dumb.
real life,
Yeah,
cats
they're
do.
dumb. We'll say for the sake of it.
I retroactively boot on the tail.
Well, I don't think you need to because he sees before. Before you bamf him, we don't need to wreck on that because he sees a grate, like a cross-hatched steel grate with a padlock on it that covers the entire entryway. And the moment that he sees that, he's like, he's like, I'm not going further.
This is me done.
He will if you make him, but
bamf him back. He's like,
immediately clean and in his spiritual realm.
Prestidigitation. no, just bamf him back to me.
Yeah, he's sludge dripping off of him.
Yeah, prestidigitation clean and.
And you like roll figure eights around your feet after that.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, buddy.
Okay. So
yeah, I tell them all what I saw. Yeah.
What are we doing?
Well, I mean, we've got to get a bit dirty for the.
How are we getting up there?
Crawling.
Yeah.
Up 30 foot?
Yeah.
It is a puzzle.
How are you crawling 30 foot, Freya?
It is a puzzle. Yeah, because it's like it's 30 feet up and it's about 20 feet out from the wall.
Can we scale the wall like?
But then we've got to scale along the pipe.
You could.
Well.
You've got.
Yeah, then you can just like shimmy along.
If I hold one end of the rope and like drape one end like around Ansel, can you bamf him like into the air, like on the other side of the pipe? So he comes down like we have a rope over the pipe.
How heavy's that end of a pipe?
We've said before I can't bamf stuff if he's holding it.
How heavy is
just bamf him if I tie the rope around him.
He disappears.
Yeah, the rope doesn't go.
How heavy is the end of a piece of rope?
That's a good question.
Is it more or less than 10 pounds?
Yes, I think.
If we got 3 people's mage hands.
Could we cross?
Because I have mage hand, Moxie has mage hand, and Eugene has mage
But
hand.
it's 30 foot of rope, isn't it?
No, but you're only carrying that.
That is a proposition, you know it is.
They have to tie in a knot at the other end.
Yeah.
We could crossbow it up there. The old faithful.
The old faithful.
50 foot of rope is £10.
No way.
Suck it.
Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Well, then I'll eat my hat.
Which one?
Sure, you have 3 mage hands between you, I believe.
Eugene has one.
Eugene has one. Okay. All right.
Should
That's what you're going to
we
do.
put? Oh no, we can't see.
Is there
I was going to
anything
say
to
put
tie
it
it
in and tie it to the grate.
Oh, it's a grate.
You guys can't see the grate though, so you.
And we can't get that far away. It's only like 30 feet.
Range of mage hand is 30 feet, isn't it?
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying, is we could probably get it up
we can get it
and
up
over,
over.
but we wouldn't be able to get it down.
We could just tie the rope around the pipe and then.
Oh yeah, I thought that was.
That's what I thought the plan was.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, do you want to go with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Give it a go.
I'm just going to say his business idea is crumbling because who on earth wants to do
His
this?
business, right?
To make it
Okay, I tend to like
make it
this man. Used to write letters when Ansel had died, and I was sad and refused to come out of my room. It took 5 to 10 business days for me to decipher 1 page of A5. This man is a salesman. I'm not his friend because he's smart.
He's like looking up like. I think we can jump.
What,
He's
jump
a
off the
pretty
top of the
face,
wall?
and he has access to all kinds of stuff, and he's a good for a night out. But
Can we
there are
get
like
to the top
2
of the
brain
wall?
cells in there. Nobody likes him for his brains. They
From
like
the
him
other
because he's fit.
Right now, it's a 40-foot wall on the inside. So now it's 70 because you're 30 foot up in.
I was going to say, is there a way to
foundations,
are there stairs to climb up to the wall and then just abseil down?
You would have to climb. You have to climb the 40 feet of the wall on this side. From you can walk up the ramp on the other side. By the way, of the the upper bits of the U.
So you mean we didn't have to walk all the way around? We could have just walked up the side and jumped over the top?
No, you guys looked. There was no obvious way up the wall. Yeah. Okay. So 3 mage hands, grasping the rope, float up. A little bit of coordination from all of you guys.
No, Eugene, to the left. To the left, Eugene.
Other left.
Your left. Your left.
Don't even know my own there right now.
Real dumb.
Why did you use your left hand, Eugene, your right hand?
Oh God, I'm using the right hand.
The right.
Why don't you tell me you were using the right? So you
Just
eventually
realised I
drape it over, and one of you catches it as it comes down the other side. So you have a rope over the pipe.
I just realised I could have auto-water someone into the pipe.
was going to say I can always Misty Step if it failed, but yeah. What is
Saving spells.
Yeah. Is Vortex 1 or 2?
It is a 2.
Oh, I could use my sword to teleport.
Yeah.
We have lots of options.
All the resources.
I can't teleport.
I could have.
I could just stand there and just vortex walk people up.
I can fly.
So you now have a rope over the 30-foot water. 2 sides hanging like that. I'm assuming someone's going to tie it.
I thought we tied it.
Yeah, so you tie it. Okay, you tie it, and you pull it taut. So you now have a rope that is tied around the pipe.
I'm gonna gym class it.
Okay.
Up you go, Dom.
Roll an athletics check for me.
Oh, God.
You're over the sludge water.
Oh yay!
Slaughter.
That is a 21.
Okay, you shimmy up and you reach the bottom of the pipe, and you're now underneath the pipe.
We would have done it very close to the end, so that at least you could grab it and swung.
Okay,
Yeah.
I will do the combined climbing. Actually, no, it's way harder to try and get around that. So
I'm here.
we'll do an acrobatics. So you guys can either do athletics or acrobatics for either of them, but not both. So this one would have to be an acrobatics to try and go from the top of the rope, and then you've got to go. And you've got to reach round behind.
You've got to do a reach around.
You also are going to be going through the pouring sludge.
Oh, okay.
I'm
How
going
about
to control water so that we're not climbing through shit.
Can I actually ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
So once I get to the bottom of the pipe, can I get my hands around, like, between the pipe and the rope and pull myself up on top of the pipe instead of going through the sludge?
Sure. Okay.
Because then I can just, like, lower myself down.
Right, okay.
And then...
Yeah. Okay.
Have you got another rope to take in and tie to the grate and then just chuck back down?
Isn't it got a padlock?
Yeah, but if we tie the rope to the grate, then we can climb up and the rope goes into the pipe. So we just pull ourselves up and in.
With you.
Sure. I would say that idea is easier than the first.
Yeah.
So roll your acrobatics check, but it's easier than the first option.
Oh, fuck you, 6.
6. Okay, you move up, then you realise that the rope is complete. It's like soaked from where it's touched the pipe, and you start slipping down, but you're underneath the pipe still, and you slipped. But you're gonna have to try again. So try a exhausting you a little bit. Try.
What about persuasion check?
Open.
You can try another of either.
It's gonna be athletics. That's an 11.
Total.
Yeah. I rode real bad.
Okay. You
would you like another dice?
Using till I go, this is a different one.
You just make it. The DC for that was 10, and the other one was 14. So you climb up, and you make it on top of the pipe. Do you have a rope on you?
You would do.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've probably got one in the adventurers pack, and we haven't used.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Fair enough. I'll be leaning because otherwise
it's all my ropes that get left behind.
Yeah, because if you make me go back down and then come back up again, it's not happening.
Yeah. So you shimmy across.
I will just fly. We'll just do that.
I mean, it's £10. We could just mage hand a rope up to her.
Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
You guys. So you shimmy out. You drop down into the pipe. Sploosh. It stinks. And you can see ahead 20 feet. It's dark, but you have dark vision.
Yeah.
And there is the grate ahead. So you move. What do you untie the rope? You take a new rope.
Yeah.
Tie it to the grate. Okay.
And then I walk the rope back down and chuck it.
Very well. So you see someone below who's at the front.
Sure.
All right, Aura. She throws the rope down to you. You grab it. You now have a rope that goes up into the pipe. Which mean only one athletics check or acrobatics check for everyone.
While people are crawling up, can I break the padlock off?
Okay, so everyone roll your either acrobatics or athletics checks.
I'm going to guide myself.
I will roll for Eugene.
And can I guide everyone else as well?
Shit.
Can I just go around?
You go last, yeah.
Boop, boop,
Oh, you can guide. You're guiding us.
I'm guiding everyone.
Thank
I'm like, you can do this. I believe in you.
A 10 DC.
This one is, yes.
Thank you, God.
You're just rope climbing.
I just made
22.
it.
22. Very
Did
nice.
Dom make it?
Oh, I just rolled Dom. Are you guiding
He gets a
Dom?
1.
No.
Do not.
He just makes
I don't want to touch him.
Poor guy.
Eugene makes it anyway. Okay. Amaya, so as you hear them all climbing up,
Yeah.
this is, even to your untrained eye, a very beefy lock. You don't know much about locks.
Yeah.
You don't know much about artificing. But it looks like a big, difficult bitch of a lock.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
Kick the door in.
I'm gonna get my spanner out.
Very nice.
Undo the bolts that are holding the gate onto the box.
Okay, so
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'm gonna try and loosen the bolts that are holding the grate in place.
Okay, so you need to...
I have
you need
3
to
spanners.
You need to make a... So I need you to make a athletics check. This thing looks very bulky, very well... That's very
It's a 16.
So you put the spanner on the bolt, and you go... It screeches and turns.
Yeah.
And turns, and it doesn't seem to be working.
Did Eugene have any WD-40? If anyone is...
What are you talking about?
Is it a normal lock?
It looks like it was once an artifice lock, but it could still be. But either way, it's a very difficult lock.
If me and Eugene pick it together,
Sure, he can give you a bit of advice.
can we do an investigation check to see if it's still trapped or anything?
Who wants to do the investigation for traps?
Eugene.
I can.
Go for it. So yeah, Amaya, it didn't seem to. The 16 was not enough.
Maybe we should try hitting it.
There it is.
Not 20, so 30.
And you're looking for traps.
Yeah.
Investigation, very nice.
And if it's artifice, like
Sure. So Moxie, you look at this thing's it's rusted, it's corroded from the sludge. You're not quite sure what the lock was, but you're fairly certain that it is no longer actively artificed. But the lock itself is still well built. So whatever shard work that was making it even more difficult is no longer active. And you don't see any traps. It's the hollow, kind of corroded and packed with sludge around the outside, but the inside. But yeah, no traps are visible.
Can we just try and pick it real quick?
Yeah,
See if we can get that done.
give it a go, yeah.
Okay, roll that.
Can I have help from either Dom or...
Yeah, Dom is proficient, so yeah, he
And
can.
guide, yes, I do.
Very nice.
I'm like... That's why I was looking at you, but I would never be so uncouth as to ask for guidance.
Just pick it there.
Yeah, Dom.
Just stick it in the hole.
Dom's
Just stick
proficient
it in the hole.
sleight of hand, so he
And
can
pray to our Lord. The drowned man.
16 plus 2, 18. And I'm proficient in thingy, so it's plus 7.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I was going to say.
25?
25.
Okay. So
Does that
you
do
start
it?
picking the lock,
Not good enough for
and
you,
Dom,
so-
Dom he basically experienced himself. So he leans around and he positions the padlock in a useful, much easier way for you to actually get into it and feel around for the pick, what they call the tumblers. And you're like, okay, this is actually still quite a challenge. And then with a little focus, click, 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 it releases.
Nice.
And the door is still seized.
Can we give it a real big pull?
You can indeed. Who's
I'll
giving
give
it a
you
big pull?
I'll give you a
Or
yeah.
there's enough room. It's 5 feet, so 2 of you is the most you can fit.
Yeah.
So roll athletics checks, please.
Do you want to do advantage?
Guidance.
One with advantage or 2 of you?
Do you want to do advantage?
I rolled
Didn't even do it.
I rolled pretty good. I've got 24, so if you want to roll.
Plus a d4. The normal size one.
21.
Very
24
nice.
and a 21.
24 and a 21.
Plus a d4.
You give it one of you like 3, 2, 1, and a perfectly timed kind of yank, and it screeches as it opens, and water of this sludge kind of billows out as you move the grate. But it is open, and the way is open, this 5-foot narrow way, so you are going to have to move single file, and it reeks of sewage, of the caustic smell like ammonia and waste solvents. And on the ceiling ahead, you see ever so slight sort of bioluminescent dots quite far away. And within there's kind of the wind of all this moving kind of sewage. And that is where we will end today's session.
Do we want to cast light, or do we just not want to see this?
Thanks for joining us. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram and listen to us wherever you get your podcasts.